its own Ballarat Cup.
Okay, the favourite here just having a vet inspection behind the gates. Not sure if there was an issue that necessitated that to transpire. Obviously something did. But Spindabella, who's the tote favourite and betting ring favourite, is having a vet inspection. Shane, the stablemate will be the market mover.
It sure will. Electric Fusion, 8 into 6. Pretty good go in a cup for the seemingly what was the second stringer of Robert Smurden's, but on track today, very much the first stringer, $8 into 6. So he's got first and second favourites in his ex-hometown cup here, Robert. Spindabella 420 out to 5 being vetted, and Electric Fusion not being vetted, 8 into 6.
Winning jockeys who are riding the race. Well, Brad won 3 in a row, didn't he? He won on My Bentley Domesky and King Diamond. Kieran McAvoy won it on It's the One back in 2009. He's on Tuscan Fire. Craig Williams rode Centaur back in 2007. He's on Fat Al here. Go back through them and you find Darren Gouchy rode a Quiver back in 2001. Gouch rides the Inventor. And Stevie Baxter won it in 1999 on Make a Scene. And Steve's on Waltzing to Win. I think it's a roughie with a hope.
Okay, and it's one of the two roughies that have been backed here in the last couple of minutes, Bruce. Waltzing to Win, 15 into 13. There's been a good move for the O'Sullivan runner here, Happy as Hell, who's having a great campaign. He's been 14 into 9. 14 into 9. So Robert Smurden now left with just one runner, but he has the best back runner in Electric Fusion, who is now the favourite in the ring. He will jump the favourite. It's just a matter of what happens on the tote in the next minute or so. At the moment, the sub is Tuscan Fire, but these things can change very quickly. It's 5:30 now, Tuscan Fire, and 5:90 Electric Fusion. What you're seeing there is not updated on the screen. Sorry about that. It's now 5:20 Tuscan Fire. I keep saying this because it's that crucial for you.
It is.
If you're locked into Spindabella, which a lot of people would be, 5:20 Tuscan Fire is the favourite at the moment. I'll keep an eye as long as we can on...
Here we go again.
Here we go.
There you go. 5:20.
Well, yeah, well, I'm not sure that's right.
Yep. That's about a pool size. Now it goes to 4:41.
It's 5:10 and 5:60. At this stage, it's Tuscan Fire.
They're set to run. They're set, they're racing. Tuscan Fire just awkwardly to bounce out of the stalls on the inside, and Tamby was a bit slow. Electric Fusion tucking in behind them in the early part, trying to get cover. Mujadale goes to the lead in the early part ahead of Fat L. Tuscan Fire third on the fence, and then Happy as Hell, and kicking forward then on the outside is the Inventor. Behind them at first sight, outside Villanova, and they're being followed then by Tanby on the inside as they leave the straight now. Closely being followed by You Think So, Hurdy-Gurdy Man, Electric Fusion and Motivato. Then Havastan, and at the end of the field is Realia. And last is Waltzing to Win. By the 1,600 metres now, and taking up the running is Mujadale for K.N.FORRESTER, led by 2 lengths. Fat L second, 2 lengths away third is Tuscan Fire. A further length and 3/4 at first sight over on the outside of the Inventor. And over on the fence in the next position came Tanby, and then Happy as Hell. 2 lengths away, Villanova, Hurdy-Gurdy Man. Then Electric Fusion a long way back on the inside of You Think So. And 3 lengths behind these have Ustan by the 1,200, followed by Motivato. And Waltzing to Win brings up the rear. The Ballarat Cup field being led by Mujadale at a good tempo. He's about to go to the 1,000 metres, and he's opened up about 4.5 lengths now on Fat L. 2.5 lengths away in third placing is Tuscan Fire, and they're being followed back behind those horses at first sight. He's on the outside of Tanby, 2 behind these, Hurdy-Gurdy Man and the Inventor, and then came Happy as Hell. On the rails next, Electric Fusion. He'd be about 15 from this leader who's going further ahead. Next is Villanova, Motivato, You Think So, Havastan, and Waltzing to Win about 3 lengths away. Well, Mujadale has dared them to run him down, and he's coming to the home turn by 2 lengths to Fat L, giving chase 3 Tuscan Fire. At first sight running on, followed by the Inventor. Happy as Hell pulls to the outside, making up ground, and then Electric Fusion into the straight, and Mujadale still by about 3 lengths to Fat L. Tuscan Fire, and at first sight, he's starting to wind up down the outside. Mujadale at the 200 metres, still more than a length on Tuscan Fire, and at first sight from Fat L, and then Hurdy-Gurdy Man. Mujadale is still in front with 100 metres to go, though, and K.N.FORRESTER will win his hometown cup. Mujadale by 3 lengths. At first sight, Fat L for the Miners from Hurdy-Gurdy Man. Close behind them to finish in the race then was Tuscan Fire, the Inventor, and Tanby. They're followed by Electric Fusion. You think so? Villanova, well back as happy as hell. Havastan, and back towards the tail end of the field is Waltzing to Win, and last in Motivado.
Well, shades of years gone by, the style of K.N.FORRESTER here on the Mujadale, going all the way. This tough on pacer for Paul Jones from Stall, defies them all, defies the local at first sight, and Fat Al, nothing from back here. Forrester made his own race, riding the speed, and the cleaner-like tactics from about the 800-metre mark really wound it up here, and there were most of these were just totally off their game here, trying to chase. What shades of the cleaner? And Mujadale, there's K.N.FORRESTER, a style of owning his own, and he gets this home, Mujadale, for Paul Jones. A good story for the trainer, a great story about this rider who's ridden at so many places around the country, and no excuse, a horse behind it here. And just to note, Reale has pulled up badly in the back straight.
Look, he's just a good horse. Once he strikes form, he holds it. He won the Ballarat Cup because Kevin was able to get him up into second spot and then go for home. Today he went straight to the front. That's where he likes it best, Mujadale, and he's a hard horse to get past. And this is a great story. And here's Sammy now with K.N.FORRESTER.
Thanks, Shane. This is terrific. Hang on, Kevy. Hang on. Just slow down. Just trying to do the bolt here. Kevy, that was a classic K.N.FORRESTER ride there. You got probably running out of the straight, and especially over the back here, you were just going even tempo.
I was only going 13 the furlong up the back. He come back under me. He's just a very fit horse. He's done a good job into the headwind.
Kevy, you got down the side, you really put a bit of a brake on them, and coming into the straight, you were a few in front, and hard, fit, tough type.
Just rated him and put him under pressure, and I'm riding a fit horse.
You're riding in super form. It's terrific that you can come back here and win your hometown cup after all these years.
Yeah, sweet as.
Good on you, Kevin. It's the first time I'm coming back to Skull doing an interview about 3/4 pace.
Good on you, Sammy, and just talking to your jockey there. Obviously, great thrill for the jockey, super thrill for you. What a great horse this has been for you, Paul.
Yeah, he has. You know, he's been a bit of a tricky horse, but we've just taken him along slowly, you know, and he's matured all the time, and he's probably a bit more mature physically now as well as mentally, you know, so he just handles race day better, and, you know, he still gets a bit fizzed up, but he's hopefully, you know, he'll keep ticking over and win a couple more this time in.
Well, he's won a Ballarat Cup. It's not a bad race to win.
Yeah, last year we sort of had him up at the height of the spring, and just finding once he went up a level, he was just finding it a bit tough, but he was probably getting towards the end of his preps with it. This year we'll just aim him for a bit later on, and, you know, there's still some nice races like the Ballarat Cup. You know, there's a nice race at Werribee and the Bagot, and a lot of the internationals, you know, they've sort of been and gone by then, so, you know, anyway, plans worked out all right so far.
What a beauty he's been for you, though, on the connections. He's one tough horse. Love to watch horses like this race, don't you?
Oh, I don't know, looking at from where I am, you have your heart in your mouth watching him, but he's just so brave, and he sort of runs a bit on adrenaline. You know, when they let him roll, he just likes it, and he, you know, like I said once before, he's a bit like Forrest Gump. You know, the more he runs, the more he wants to, sort of, you know, and he enjoys it. So, yeah, he has been a great horse. You know, hopefully there's a few more in him. You know.
How did Kev come to be part of the team?
Well, after things hadn't gone real good the first couple of runs this time in, I just wanted someone that could rate the horse properly. You know, he's an easy horse to ride if you rate him right, and, you know, Kev's got the writing on the board today.
Good stuff, mate. Well done to you.
Cheers, Bruce.
Paul Jones, good stuff, and with some great pictures there of K.N.FORRESTER high-fiving the crowd after winning the Ballarat Cup on Mujadale.